Hey everyone, so for 1 week my book, The Goddesign, Secrets of the Mind, Body and Soul will be on sale on Amazon for 99 cents only. The time has come to bless as many souls as possible with this sacred knowledge, and that is the lowest price that Amazon will allow. The Goddesign explains in full the inner potential we all have and how it can be unlocked and activated. This is our God-given power, our birthright as humans, to understand and know the amazing biological secrets that enliven, propel, and rejuvenate our minds and our bodies. These secrets have been hidden in the Bible for thousands of years, and they are evidenced by the latest scientific research of credentialed and courageous leading-edge scientists. We are all seeds of the Creator, and thus we ourselves are creators. Energy is the stillness within us, waiting to be triggered by desire. John 14:12 says, "I tell you the truth. Anyone who believes in me will do the same works I have done, and even greater works." Being in service to one another as ambassadors of love, God, is what we are all truly destined for. And that is the reason why, for a limited time, I will be offering my book, The Goddesign, Secrets of the Mind, Body and Soul, for 99 cents or pence, depending on what side of the pond you're on, or 99, yeah. The mental bodies and emotional bodies are powerful entities that fuel and propel our realities. The mind is electric, and the heart is magnetic. The Gospel of Thomas reminds us that when the two, thoughts and emotions, become one, creation, otherwise known as manifestation, occurs. These perpetual manifestations can be beautifully deliberate, innocently accidental, or even totally subconscious. Raising the sacred secretion will help all authentic souls to realize their true purpose and potential. And the Goddesign explains all that you need to know to assist you in the process. It is a scientific fact that we humans are light beings whose very particles are governed by the laws of cause and effect. But oftentimes we are not taught how to harness our powers and to use them for purposeful creativity, to improve the quality of life for all of Earth's living organisms, from plants and oceans to animals and fellow humans. If we do not guard our hearts, from which everything flows, Proverbs 4:23, then we can easily become creators and facilitators of false narratives, imprisoning dogma, self-sabotaging fear, and debilitating bullshit. Excuse my French, but now is such an important time to get serious about what we, the creative, conscious, expansive, want to see materialize in this wonderful reality of limitless potential. When mind and emotion agree, we become the masters of our energy, and energy literally becomes our slave in a benevolent way, because we inspire energy when we are aligned with that flow. We are living in a time of flux where levels of positive and negative energies are both surging through the atmosphere at a heightened rate. It is these increased energies that create the volatile reality that we are all watching play out. The very worst prophecy will tell us that we are doomed to become implanted robotic slaves before the world implodes, whereas the most optimistic prophecy will tell us that we are on the verge of creating heaven on earth. The likelihood is that reality will continue to manifest itself somewhere between these two extremes for a period of time, at least until the collective conscious expansive fully realizes its true potential. That's all of us. And we work together to diminish suffering altogether. Being in service to one another as ambassadors and catalysts of love, God, is what we are all truly destined for. And as I said before, this is the reason that for a limited time I will be offering my book, The Goddesign, Secrets of the Mind, Body and Soul, for 99 cents or whatever other currency respectively. Even the strongest, most centered minds can be swayed in such overwhelming thought and emotion-provoking climates as what we're living in today. Even the most centered hearts, grounded in faith and love, can drop their defenses from time to time due to a subtle hint of confusion or doubt entering in. This is why it is so important to understand what we're dealing with and why we must take every action possible to support our God-given temple bodies and their health along all lines. Because, as the Bible states, faith without works is dead. James 2:14. In the preface to The Goddesign, Secrets of the Mind, Body and Soul, Dr. John R. Francis states the following. Since the Industrial Revolution, human technological development has been increasing exponentially. Some would argue that these changes have not all been improvements. Air, water, food, and electromagnetic pollution, crime, poverty, and the looming threat of nuclear war. Technology has been sold to the masses as the way to improve the human condition without much attention being given to the obvious, unintended, negative consequences. One widely accepted scientific model says that humans are nothing but mechanical machines. What we call consciousness is nothing but the activities of neurons in the brain. It is suggested that there is no consciousness independent of the human brain, no soul or spirit. Further claims allude to the idea that there is no God or spiritual intelligence guiding human evolution, and thus there is no higher purpose to this life in this matter model. The Goddesign, Secrets of the Mind, Body and Soul by Kelly Marie Kerr denounces such godless theories and shares a simple phenomenon available for all to utilize. What will be revealed is the marvellous design of the human body, made in the image and likeness of God. Genesis 1:27. The Bible is too often seen as a book of contradictions and childish stories meant to be the opiate of the masses. The Goddesign questions this vision and reveals its true, incredible, soul freeing meaning, the glorious biology within that can give birth to a new, resurrected human. Christ within, the hope of glory. This can fulfill the prayer, Thy will be done on earth as it is in heaven. Matthew 6:10, King James Version. Only the one true Creator God, the All, and its infinite stream of loving awareness bursting through our very souls and emanating out into the world can bring us to the level of invincibility that the Christed One embodied. Now, to buy the Goddesign and find out how to fully activate and unlock your superconscious mind, please follow the link in the description box below. In the meantime, if you want to hang around, I've put together a few tried and tested tips to help our 3 immune systems flourish during this crazy energetic flux that we're living in. The 3 main bodies of the human race, as you probably know, are the mental body, the emotional body, and the physical body. Here are a few simple tips to take care of our physical, mental, and emotional immune systems. So firstly, our mental immunity. Now, exposure to toxic fear energies, let's face it, there is literally a swarm of fearful information available on just about every topic. And I use the word swarm deliberately because contradictory views, assumptions, and fearful speculations can be so infectious and overwhelming. And this feeling of overwhelm is not conducive with mental immunity or physical and emotional health for that matter either. Our reaction to the sounds and images that we are exposed to literally alter our internal biologies continuously. So choose wisely what you decide to read, watch, and buy into. Second, physical immunity. Iodine supplements. Iodine is found everywhere in the body, and it is antimicrobial, antibacterial, anti-mucus, antiparasitic, a brain function supporter. It is antiviral, and it is an immune system booster. It even helps to decalcify the pineal gland and raise our conductivity, our electrical conductivity. Dr. Cousins calls iodine illumidine and says it is the yod in the sacred name of God. Iodine makes ATP and energy. It is the activator of all vital bodily functions. A healthy iodine balance in the body is essential for a favourable bioelectrical vibration, and we are bioelectrical beings. Deficient iodine levels can wreak havoc on our bodies. The thyroid gland secretes biological, self-produced iodine, which can grant us certain supernatural powers such as clairaudience, the voice of God. The iodine of the thyroid gland cleans the bloodstream with comprehension, i.e. it knows what it's doing. According to the Sefer Yetzirah, which is the oldest book that I know about anyway, about creation in existence, the universe was created by 22 divinely expulsed sounds. These 22 sounds are the 22 letters that make up the Hebrew alphabet. They represent the divine sparks, the first sparks of divine expression. Some doctors and scientists also know that humans are made from a defined number of elements. Yod is number 10 in the Hebrew alphabet. The number 10 is literally the on switch between spirit and matter. In Gnosticism, Yod is known as the River of Eden, which is made up of spirit, feminine energy, and seed, masculine energy. Gnostics call Yod the primordial water, or the Christ substance. Dr. Brownstein says, in more than 20 years, I have not seen any single nutrient help as many patients as iodine. You can't make a single hormone without it, yet too many people do not get enough. I recommend researching Dr. Cousins and or Dr. Brownstein to get advice on iodine supplements and recommended dosages. Personally, I use Lugal's 12%. It's available on Amazon. And I just pop 2 drops in a shot of water every morning, which I wash down with a large glass of lemon water because the iodine doesn't taste great. You might want to hold your nose as well. Finally, under a microscope, iodine looks like lots of feathers. This reminds me of Psalm 91:4. He will cover you with his feathers. Now, the second point for immunity in the physical body is to take care of our waters. Our bodies are made up of a roughly 72% water, and due to the possibility of this pandemic being related to radiation, now more than ever is the time to avoid tap water at all costs. Dr. Thomas Cowan says that our susceptibility to radiation has to do with how much metal we have in our bodies, as well as the quality of water in our cells. People living in poor health are receptors for absorbing increased electromagnetic fields, radiation. Furthermore, tap water contains fluoride, as we know, which is scientifically proven and a widespread truth by this point, that fluoride is a lethal weapon against health. Just look at how limescale destroys our bathrooms and our appliances, such as our kettle. Fluoride also causes that same effect, calcification, in our bone marrow, in our veins, in our arteries. Our bodies are 72% water. If you must drink tap water, at least add squeezed lemon or lime, which will help with internal alkalization. Every vein and canal throughout the entire body from youth to maturity is being coated with carbonate of lime, or lime in some form, known as calcification. The coatings of the walls of the veins in such a manner prevents the circulation of living matter. Then the real vitality of food which we eat is simply passed through the pores or through the bowels, because it is unable to penetrate through the lime. And that is from page 67 of Alchemy, that in the Light of Egypt by Thomas H. Burgoyne. I really recommend this book. It's one of my all-time favourites. Finally, a tip to help immunity in the spiritual body. Dropping the vagus nerve, the tree of life, into parasympathetic mode. Now, this is all explained in my book, but the easiest way to drop your vagus nerve into healing mode, also known as parasympathetic mode, is by relaxing. Tried and tested methods include deep breathing and meditation practices, listening to and or singing any songs or mantras or other uplifting music which raises your personal vibration out of fear towards truth and bliss. This works by encouraging the brain and glands to secrete the healing biochemicals such as the aforementioned thyroxine, iodine compound, secreted by the throat chakra or thyroid gland, which disinfects the channels of the autonomic nervous system. Without biological iodine, our human organism would not be able to live. Now, there are many other powerful and healing biochemicals secreted in the body when the vibration of bliss, gratitude, love, peace, joy is achieved, all of which are detailed in my book. Again, The Goddesign, Secrets of the Mind, Body and Soul. And again, the link to buy the Goddesign for 99 cents for this week only is in the description box below. Please do leave your comments. I love to hear your thoughts and opinions. And don't forget to like and subscribe and to share with anybody that you would like to see help activate their full potential. One for all and all for one. Peace and light, everybody.